Apple has now given us our spring event, which is something we have all been hoping for. Introducing Spring Loaded. In today's video, I'm going to be covering all about the event. So that includes iPad Pros, iMacs, AirTags, new iPhone colors. So if you want to see some of these, then stick along throughout my video. If you are new here, my name is iInform and I give you all of the best tips and tricks and answer all of your questions about technology. So welcome to iInform's Spring Recap from Apple. So let's start off talking about AirTags. So AirTags are going to cost $29, and this is incredible, for only a single tag. And if you want to get 4, then you're going to have to pay $99. All of the products are going to be able to be pre-ordered on April 30th and will be distributed in the middle of May. So I personally lose a lot, and I really think that AirTags are going to be incredible because AirTags are a tiny little device that can hook onto anything practically. And you are going to be able to use your iPhone to be able to locate any device. A new technology called precision finding is going to be using your gyroscope and your accelerometer inside of your iPhone, along with all of the technology inside of the AirTag to help find your device. And then inside of the AirTag is going to include a U1 chip so that you can find all of your devices with incredible sound. The AirTag is dust and water resistant, which is great, so that if your device falls into something, then hopefully it's not going to be damaged. Also, you're going to be able to buy any attachments for the keychain so that you can hook it onto your keys, or really practically anywhere. I think that the AirTags are going to be pretty awesome since I'm about to start driving, and I'm super excited, and hopefully I can get my hands on one. Let's talk about the iMac. So the iMac is going to be including the M1 chip inside, and it is going to be super duper fast. You have the option to choose a range of 7 colors to purchase the iMac. The starting price is going to be $12.99 for 7 cores and $14.99 for 8 cores. There are all new keyboard options from Touch ID to numeric pads. So you now have more options to buy your keyboard. And so you can also buy the same colors on the keyboard as well. Now, Apple has created new Magic Mouses and track pads for you to buy with the same colors. So if you wanted to mix and match different colors to make a really cool setup, then you have that availability. Even though that there is 2 fans inside of the iMac, it is going to be practically silent. The iMac will be 11.5mm design with a 24-inch liquid Retina 4.5K display. There is also a reflective coating onto the screen so that there is no reflections and glares, and this is just like last year's iMac. Something that we have all been wanting so much on Macs is a better camera, and now Apple has done this. Even though it's not 4K yet, this is supposedly the best camera inside of a Mac. It will have incredible low-light computational video. 1 trillion operations per second. This is how Apple creates that amazing video. There is a 3 microphone array with noise reduction. Beamforming sound is directional audio so that it can eliminate the background noise. So you will only have the focus of the speaker. With 6 speakers inside of the iMac, this will create studio quality audio with Dolby Atmos. I'm really surprised that Apple is able to create Dolby Atmos sound. I thought it was only possible with AirPods. Now there will be a braided cable inside of the box, and this is going to also be the same color as your computer. I don't know why it's not called MagSafe, but it is going to be magnetic onto the back of your iMac. Also, an Ethernet port is on the charging brick, and that's pretty cool so that you do not have any other ports onto the iMac display. If you are enjoying this video so far and want to see more videos just like this, or if you want to watch my tips, tricks, and where I answer questions, then make sure you subscribe and leave a like. Let's get back on into the video. Introducing a M1 iPad Pro. This is Apple's first iPad with an M1 chip and their Apple Silicon. In the past, they have only included the A Bionic chips inside of their iPads. But now they have included their Apple Silicon, so why would you really need to buy a MacBook now? It will have an all-day battery life, and it has 2 times faster storage. And now you have the option to buy the iPad with 2 terabytes of storage. The 11-inch model will be $799 like the last year's model, and the 12.9-inch is $1099. And I'm going to tell you why in just a second. You can still buy the iPad in space gray or silver colors, and that's cool. There's not any more colors to this iPad. You will now have smart HDR with using the ISP and neural sensors inside of the iPad to create this HDR look. On the front of the device will be a true depth camera, and it will have 12 megapixels of an ultra wide camera instead of the wide camera. And that is because there is a new technology called center stage, and this will allow your device and internals to zoom in and zoom out and pan, so you are always in the center of the frame. So I think this is incredible technology. Wow. And if you have someone else that steps in, it will also keep both of you in the center at all times. On the 11-inch model, there will be only a liquid retina display with 4 million pixels. But on the 12.9-inch, there is going to be a liquid retina XDR display. And that's where I was talking about. That's why it bumped that price up a little bit more. And this will include 6.6 million pixels. So the liquid retina XDR display will include mini LED. And this has actually been a rumor out for a little bit now, and that's pretty cool. So with around 10,000 mini LEDs instead of the 72 LEDs in previous models, this will make your image look flawless. And then also a optical film is going to be added onto the display so that there will be flawless colors. So some of the accessories that you can buy is the Apple Pencil, and that's just going to be the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. And I know that there was a rumor about a new Apple Pencil, but I'm not too worried about this one. Apple Pencil also has 6 more languages onto Scribble, which is kind of nice. But personally, I really don't like Scribble. Also, a new Apple TV 4K has been created, and I know that there was one in the past called the same thing, but they made it the same. So we're just gonna call it the same thing. This has tvOS and an all-new A12 Bionic chip inside. So just like the iPhones, your same chip will be inside of your TV, which is pretty cool. Now there will be Dolby Vision HDR in high frame rate, making your image look stunning. So this will make all of your images look so vibrant and high contrasty and saturation. This is also making your iPhone 12 Pro videos being able to display their full potential on your TV. New color balance technology is now being used inside of your iPhone so that it will be using your proximity sensors so that all of your colors look very good from your surrounding areas. So your iPhone is now used to check the surrounding areas and then display that stunning image on your TV. A new Siri Remote was also created, and that's actually amazing because I've heard that the other Siri Remotes have not been good at all. Personally, I haven't had an Apple TV, but I've heard those remotes were not good. So an all-new ClickPad is added so that this remote will be your only remote. Also, there is a circle dial so that you can scroll throughout your show so that you can rewind or fast forward. There's also a power button, a mute button, and the Siri button is on the side. So that is just amazing placement, and that's just the next step into making it your only remote. And one of the last things is that they're creating Apple subscriptions, and that is where you can find all of your favorite shows all ad-free. But you already have podcasts free anyway. So also, the website has been updated so that creators can make their podcasting channels look very good. And the last thing that they have mentioned is that the iPhone has now been added to a purple color. And that's just like last year's model in the iPhone 11. And I think that looks fine. I don't see much of a reason, but I guess a lot of people wanted purple. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm going to be creating reviews about individual products and share my feelings of how I feel about them. So if you are interested in these videos, then make sure you subscribe and leave your notification bells on so you do not miss any of my upcoming uploads. If you want to see videos where I talk about tips and tricks, then click right up here to watch that playlist. If you want to see last week's video where I explain everything that you would ever want to know about color grading in Final Cut Pro, then click right here. And have you subscribed yet? Then click right here and subscribe to my channel so you do not miss any of my upcoming videos that I create. Thanks for stopping in!